Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in Montana. We are starting a day with a bit of news. As you can see, we are sitting at $114,000. So just to clarify, me and Mr. Tambiers, we did do two contracts in the middle of the night. This one was paid to Mr. Tambiers for almost $23,000. The other one was the one I did. You have seen a few action shots here and there before the video started. So let's go and collect this. So I've done a bit of spraying, 37,615. But there are other issues, and let me just show you real quick. As you can see, sold products, this is from the whiskey sales. This was consistently over $70,000, and in April we only got $38,000. So I've gotten a call in the middle of the night that there was no water in the distillery left. So something went wrong with the water supply. Nobody noticed until in the middle of this night, so we had to wait for a little bit till I could get a hang of somebody, and there is actually a water tanker waiting for us at the animal dealers. We just have to come collect it with the truck. So I think Mr. Tambiers is already here. Good morning, John. I see you're already here.
Yes, sir. Getting some coffee.
Yeah, smart move, man. Let me join you. In any case, yeah, the distillery ran out of water in the middle of the night. Actually, in April already. So I've called to the animal dealers, and they have a water trailer, a semi-trailer waiting for us. We can go collect it. So would you do the honors?
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, just take the Volvo and it should be right in front. Okay, so this is the first thing that we need to sort out to keep the production running. And yeah, I have no clue what went wrong. It just the distillery basically didn't get enough water or any water, so something must have clogged in the water main. On the other hand, we do have our crop already growing. The corn has sprouted, the barley has sprouted, and everything needs to be sprayed for weeds. So, to do that, I will put on row crop tires on the John Deere. There still wasn't any good, how should I say, replacement for the John Deere in the used vehicles market, and I really don't want to spend a whole bunch of money just to get a new tractor. That is not a priority at the moment. But we do have to start with this. Okay, trailer off. Yeah, so it's starting to be a beautiful day. So, let me take care of the tires real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, so this is all done. I will take my side-by-side and go to the distillery to see if everything's working correctly, and to receive Mr. Tambiers with a truck. But yeah, a very odd situation. Very odd indeed. Okay. couple this. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I wanted to take the trailer off, not the... Okay, yeah, much better. So, yeah, a very odd situation. I don't know what to think about it. But it is what it is. Oh, and there's another thing that I've noticed. There are no tram lines on the fields. Now, I distinctly remember that I did set them up while we were planting, but I must have done something wrong because there are no tram lines in any of the fields. So I do hope that the fields are, well, the crop is small enough for... I cut through here, I forgot to turn right over there. Yeah, I do hope that the crop is still small enough so it won't get damaged or the corn stalks aren't going to get broken with me driving through. So yeah, here's hoping. But I think it's gonna be fine. I will have to turn the guidance steering on, and that's definite, because yeah, I won't be able to follow any tram lines, so it will have to be done that way. Funny thing, while we're here, almost 2 tons. What in the... What is this gator made of? And I guess I'm weightless. Yeah, look at that. Don't have to lose any weight. Okay, in any case, I'm gonna park right here because this is the intake point for water. While we wait for Mr. Tembiers, I'm gonna settle the bill. The trailer, well, to borrow the trailer is $500, and the water is another $700. So I'm gonna pay $1,200 for the water. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna check what's wrong with this. Maybe the pump went out. Oh, it's running now. I can hear it. Maybe there was what do they call it? A fuse problem. Maybe there was a clogged filter. I got no idea. Oh, look at that. Mr. Tembiers is already here. Hello, John. I decided I'm gonna wait for you here to receive you.
Alrighty.
Okay. Yeah, this should help. I have checked the pump and the filters and everything seems to be in order, so I have no clue what went wrong. Wow, that's a big trailer. There's a lot of water in it. Alright. Okay, so if we check the production, you can see water is pretty good now. So since we are using 12 corn and 12 parts of water, we are still a bit short. But we do have the intake running now, so it should be good. It should be good. Okay, let me settle the bill right very quickly now. Okay. The bill is settled.
You think we ought to leave this trailer set over here, or what?
Well, if you're good with it, could you take it back? Because I only borrowed it from the animal dealers. already back. Now the next thing I need to do is hook up to our sprayer, fill it up with herbicide, and let her loose in the fields. That's basically the plan for today. So let me check if everything is in order over here. It should be. Yeah, the sprayer is pretty filthy because I have used it in a contract. This was the contract that got collected on screen just a few minutes ago. Okay, so narrow tires look awful, but it is what it is. If I have to use them, I will definitely use them. Okay. Let's connect this beauty. So I didn't wash it, you know, it was in the middle of the night that I stopped doing the contract and kinda didn't feel like it's worth cleaning it up since we are definitely gonna be using it in the morning. So before we do anything, I'm gonna come in here and just check real quick if everything is fine with the nozzles, and then we're gonna fill her up with herbicide. Okay, let me move out of the way for you. Okay, so yeah, I have checked, the nozzles are okay. Everything seems to be working nicely. Ooh, let's make a screenshot out of this. Okay, and John, I think that's gonna be enough, since we have that seek and spray module.
Okay.
Don't really use any of the herbicide. Okay, and this is pretty much gonna be my day, so if you have anything that needs taken care of, you can go freely about it. Okay.
Well, I'll go grab something cold to drink. Be right back.
Okay, sure, man. Well, lower the nozzle down so it has a better view. So I'm expecting this is going to be a pretty easy job. Just drive around and let the sprayer do its thing. As you can see, we're not really going through much of herbicide, even though we are going through worryingly a lot. I thought the consumption is gonna be less. Should I panic? I should always panic. That's how you do things in life. Right? Right. The tractor shut down. Yeah. I should probably service it, shouldn't I? Same thing happened to me yesterday when I was doing some spraying with JCB. You know what, I could ask Mr. Tambiers if he can go around and service all the machines that are on the farm. Hey John, I have a request for you.
What's that?
Would you go around the farm and service all the machines that we have, because tractors keep cutting up on me. and I want to
Okay.
have them sorted out for the harvest season. If you'd be so kind, please.
Take care of it.
Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's gonna help a lot. I won't lie. Won't lie. I will be honest that I kind of forgot about everything during the winter when it's, you know, prime time to do any maintenance on your tractors, combines, sprayers, weeders, whatever you name, it's in there. But yeah, I neglected that part, and now I'm paying the price. So it's a pretty good thing that Mr. Tambiers is here to help. Okay, so this is practically going to be the first row done. We used about 1% of the tank. So yeah, we might be good. I don't think we're gonna use more than 2,000 liters on all the fields. So yeah. Okay, and done. Okay, now to find the right track with the GPS to connect to. Let's say about here. This okay? Have a look. No, this is the first row. Okay, so I have to go to the second one. Alrighty. Okay, so how about here? Okay, I'm gonna have to see on the map if this is actually the thing we want, the row. It should be. So difficult to judge without the tram lines, you know. Those are really your guidelines in the field. Alright, I want to show you something curious. This is the field I'm working right now. These are other fields that we have to spray all this. And field number 57, and this was part of the experiment, as you can see, has been plowed. It doesn't need plowing, this one does. And the field that doesn't, or has been plowed, and the same for field number 54, they don't have any weeds. Like, what's up with that? That was basically not part of the experiment, but I guess we're getting some other results also, other than the actual yield increase or difference in yield increase. So yeah, a pretty interesting development. Alrighty, finished this field. I will fold up just to be safe. Mr. Tambiers has started fixing the vehicles. And I'm using the scenic route. Man, I love this road. Can't even tell you how much I love this road. Okay, next stop is going to be the field north of us. have to get a name for it. Or we could just use the field number as reference. That will also work. So yeah, the field on the left doesn't need any spraying because it doesn't have anything growing in it, weed-wise. So yeah, that's a pretty interesting development, if I do say so myself. But as you can see, this one has stuff growing in it, so let's set the steering assist. Okay, this should be pretty much bang on. And away we go. Wacky races. And definitely lower this. Because we want precision, you know. If we have the arm too high up, first of all, it doesn't detect all the weeds that need spraying. Second of all, it doesn't give you the precision to spray only the weeded part. But yeah, of course, lower the handlebar or the sprayer bar. The arm. Okay. Okay, finishing field number 52. I'll go straight to field number 56. This is just north of here. This is the main road field. So let me carefully navigate around this tree. I don't want to hit it. That would be a pricey mistake. Okay. Okay, let's go. Man, don't you love this guidance steering thing? Yeah, I can lift the head up with the arm a bit, because I don't want the nozzles touching the corn. So yeah, we are just under 2,000 liters of herbicide left. So this is all working pretty nicely. Any cars coming? Nope. Quickly turn and set sprayer back on the field. Perfect. Now there is one peculiar thing I want to show you down there on field number 52. It kind of threw me off guard, surprised me, but it seems that the planter still had some corn left in it when it went into the ground, because there is like, I don't know, maybe 5-10 rows of corn in there. Otherwise it's a body field. It's no problem, you know, it's just it's a thing. It's a thing we're gonna have to kind of take care of while we harvest. Make sure that we stop the combine before going into corn. Or if we do corn first, then we're gonna have to carefully take that out. Okay. Again, sharp turn, and I'll be able to show you what I mean in just a second. Yeah, keep tuned. On the other hand, the money is trickling in, which means that the distillery seems to be working correctly now. But yeah, right in front of us. Can you see that patch of corn in the barley field? Ah, funny. I do think that's pretty funny. Alrighty. Field number 56, slowly turning to an end. And stop. Let's fold her up. Don't want to go too fast so I don't catch any electric poles. Now the homestead field and then the smallest one, and we're done. So we are making good progress, good time. The weather is still holding up. I don't know if I said this before, but I do want to finish before rain comes around. So yeah. Yeah. And we are only down to 1849 liters of herbicide. So we used, what, around 400 for all the fields. It might have been more, I can't remember from the top of my head. Mr. Tambiers has fixed all the vehicles, everything has been taken care of. It's been surprisingly cheap. We only used about 1200. Oh, look at that. Hello, John. Wow, you're in a rush. Yeah, so okay, this is the next field. We could completely...
Yeah, I got a new front loader I'm going to go pick up. I had the one off the John Deere, but it don't fit it, so...
Oh, cool. Yeah, the John Deere was much smaller than this beast, I do suppose so. I'm still searching the used vehicle market for any cases. Not beer cases. The red ones.
Well, hopefully one will show up.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully one will show up. Okay, while we're at it, this row will take a bit. Let's check the used vehicles market. There is a Farmall C series, but we need a bigger. Oh look, another Farmall C series. Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger tractor. No. I'm also on the lookout for any headers that would fit our combine. We still haven't purchased that, so this is one contender, but it's much too small. There was another right here, it's bigger, but it's still too small. You know, we need very big equipment now that we have the biggest combine. And yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to using it. It's gonna be a lot of fun, I suppose. Alright, now for the last part, I won't even... No, I'm gonna have to... I wanted to say that I won't even fold the sprayer up, but I remember I have to because there's a bunch of signs at the bottom of this road. So we are at exactly 1700 liters of herbicide left. So yeah, with one IBC we comfortably cover all the fields. If we'd have to do the big one and also the John Deere, excuse me, the John Tambiers one, we would still be left with some herbicides. So yeah, it's a cool thing. This see and spray technology. Okay. Did kinda start wrong at this field. Okay, while that is unfolding, let's set up the GPS. Okay. And no, wrong way, wrong way. That feeling when you want to go forward and you go reverse. Okay, let's lower the arm out just a smidge. Cool. Well, this field shouldn't take long. I'm guessing just a few minutes all in all. It's a very small field. Around the outside. Okay, and the final pass. Whatever it is. Should be somewhere around here. A bunch of still growing weeds. Can't see them though. But I can hear the sprayer working, so must be here. Oh yeah. We're straight on top of it. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, the spraying for this season is over. So we used about 800 liters of herbicide, at least I think. Maybe it was only 7,000 liters, 700 liters, excuse me. In any case, yeah, a very small amount for the area we covered. So I'm very happy with this investment. It did cost 42,000 to put the sensors on, you know. So it's not a cheap thing, but it's definitely worth it, because number one, you actually spend a bunch less money for herbicide. So on the long run, if you think about it, one IBC tank is, what, 3,600. So yeah, a lot of money, and we would definitely use at least 2 or 3. So that's 12,000 per season. So yeah, in 4 seasons you actually cover all the costs of your investment. And I do think that's a pretty good return on investment. You know, 4 years is not a lot of time, especially not in farming. Okay, now I do want to fix both of these machines. And look at that. The tractor cut out on me again. This is the 3rd time today, so it definitely needs a bit of work done to it. Yeah, we seem to be having some issues around here. Okay, but first, push everything down. Everything's gotta be nice and clean for the workshop. I can see the paint is already in pretty bad state on the John Deere. And also on the sprayer, look at that. It's chipping away like mad. It's a very good thing that these machines are actually zinced. So dipped in zinc before they are painted, because that pretty much seals off the metal. Okay, let's put the herbicide out. Let's park this right here to get it serviced. Okay, so it was 1,272 to repair the John Deere. And now let's see how much it's gonna take to repair the Amazon sprayer. But I do have to reverse it to the bench for easy access. Okay. And this is a pretty easy access. Alright, so $379 for the sprayer. Let me now take it and park it inside or under the shed where we usually have it. So while I was putting it in the shed yesterday evening, it was kind of difficult to do it because it was in the middle of the night. I couldn't really see that well. So let's see if this goes any better now. It's a very, very twitchy trailer. Oh, oops. The door open. Good thing I caught that. Otherwise we might have an accident. Slowly, slowly. And look at that, like a glove. That is some serious glovage. Right. And because I forgot to change tires back onto fatter ones on this, I'm gonna take it back into the shop. Take care of that, and then I have to put the IBC back, and that's gonna be it for today. Okay, look at that. Doesn't that look much better? It does in my book, so yeah. In any case, we are planning to get rid of this John Deere. It's been a good tractor, but somehow we decided that we're gonna paint the farm, at least the running machines, red. We want to case it up. Okay, you can wait right here. Closing everything behind me. Ah, such a beautiful day. Sun is shining, the weather is warm. It's almost 68 degrees. Yeah, I actually kind of remembered 20 degrees Celsius is 68 Fahrenheit. So I have a bit of reference now, and yeah, I'm gonna learn. Don't you worry. I suppose you weren't worried, but still, don't worry. Okay, everything in its place. And this can wait right here. It's not in the way of anything. Let's close this. We already closed that. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna pay Mr. Tembiers a visit now. It is gonna rain, so I'll probably stay at his place for a bit of a longer time. We might even open up a bottle or something like that. Speaking about bottles, let's check if the distillery is running now. So yeah, we have plenty of water, we have barley corn, dry corn, everything seems to be in perfect working condition. Whatever it was, I have no clue what exactly it was, but I'm happy it's sorted out. But somehow, you know, having things only sorted out and not knowing why issues occurred is really not the place where you want to be. Because you can't really fix the mistake beforehand, you know. You have to wait for another failure. And only then can you start fixing things, you know. Anyway, John, I'm already done with spraying. I have cleaned everything up. And I'm on my way to your place if you're up for a drink.
Yeah. I'm right outside the shop.
Okay. I'm just around the corner. Well, hello there. Park beside your shop right here. So, yeah, this is gonna be it for this episode, everyone. Thank you for watching. Oh, we're gonna start the grill up. I could do with a lunch. Okay, in any case, yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you had fun. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Later.